You know the story, right? We've all been sold the same script about getting rich. Go to school, get a safe job, save 10%, and then, one day, when you're 65, you'll finally be free. But what if that entire story is a lie? What if it's actually a trap, designed to keep you right where you are? Well, MJ DeMarco's The Millionaire Fastlane says it is, and it lays out a completely radical alternative. All right, let's dive in.
And this quote, this just cuts right to the chase, doesn't it? DeMarco isn't just questioning the strategy, he's questioning the entire prize. I mean, what good is being a millionaire if you're too old and tired to enjoy it? The book really challenges you to redefine the goal itself. Wealth, yes, but with youth, with freedom, with energy. It's basically a declaration of war against the path we've all been told is the only.
Exactly. If that safe, paved road just leads to a destination you don't even want, then where are you supposed to go? That is the big question DeMarco tackles. And the answer isn't some new investing trick, it's about finding a completely different road altogether.
To figure out where we're going, we first need a map. And DeMarco frames your whole financial life as a kind of road trip. The really critical part here is that the map you choose doesn't just guide you, it actually predetermines your destination from the very start. Now, this is a huge idea. Your financial future isn't about luck. It's not about circumstances. It's a direct result of the specific belief system, the roadmap that you've chosen to follow, whether you even know it or not. And each of these maps, well, they operate under their own completely different laws of physics.
So, DeMarco breaks it all down into three paths. First, you've got the sidewalk. This is a life of pure consumption, living for the weekend, instant gratification, and it's a one-way ticket to being broke. Then there's the slow lane. This is society's default plan, the one most people are on. Sacrifice your life today for a future that's not even guaranteed. It's the highway to mediocrity. And finally, there's the fast lane. This is a totally different universe, where wealth comes from creating value and building systems, not from just trading your hours for dollars.
DeMarco calls the slow lane a criminal trade. And that's a powerful phrase. Why? Because you're trading away your most valuable, absolutely non-renewable asset, your time, for just enough money to get by. Think about it. You trade 5 days of your actual life for the freedom of just 2. And this number just nails the horrible math of that deal. You give up 5 days of life to get 2 days of freedom. That's a negative 60% return on your life. Week after week, when you look at it that way, the slow lane doesn't feel safe at all. It feels like a trap.
So here it is, the escape hatch, the fast lane. Now, this isn't get rich easy, but it is get rich quicker. It's all about building a business system that works for you, so you can finally break that direct link between your time and your income and escape the slow lane's mathematical prison for good.
Okay, so how do you get on this fast lane? Well, it's not about changing your job. It's about changing your entire identity. It requires a massive, fundamental shift in how you see the world and your place in it.
This is the absolute core of the transformation. You have to stop being someone who just takes value and start being someone who creates it. See, the world is pretty much split into two teams, the masses who consume and the very few who produce. And all the wealth naturally flows from the many to the few. If you want to get rich, you have to consciously switch teams.
And here's what that looks like in the real world. A consumer takes the job, a producer creates jobs. A consumer borrows money from the bank, a producer is the bank. During a gold rush, the consumer frantically digs for gold, while the producer is the one selling them all to shovels. It's a complete mindset shift to solving problems and becoming the source, not just the end user.
And here's the beautiful irony in all of this. The fastest path to being able to consume whatever you want isn't more consumption, it's production. By focusing on creating massive value for other people first, you end up earning the freedom to have anything you could ever desire.
All right, so you've made the mental switch. You're a producer now. But how do you know if your business idea is actually a Fastlane supercar or just another job in disguise? Well, for that, DeMarco gives us a powerful framework he calls the 5 Commandments, or NECST.
Think of this as your 5-point inspection for any business idea. First, the commandment of need. Does this actually solve a real problem that people will happily pay to fix? Second, entry. Is it hard enough to get into that you won't be swamped with competitors overnight? Third, control. Are you in the driver's seat or is someone else? Fourth, scale. Can this business grow beyond your local town? Can it reach the world? And the ultimate test, the commandment of time. Can this business make money while you sleep? If you can't say a firm yes to all 5,
It's not a true Fastlane business, period. And out of all of those commandments, time is the most important one. It's the real key that unlocks the door to freedom. Your goal isn't just to own a business, it's to build a self-sustaining system, what DeMarco calls a money tree, an asset that just keeps generating income for you 24/7, whether you're working, sleeping, or halfway across the world.
So, where do you get the seeds for these money trees? Well, they usually come in one of 5 forms. You've got rental systems, like real estate, computer systems, like software or an app, content systems, like writing a book or creating a course, distribution systems, like Amazon FBA or franchising, and finally, human resource systems, where you build a team to run the business for you.
This quote just sums it up perfectly. Your parents probably told you that money doesn't grow on trees. Well, DeMarco says they were wrong. It absolutely does. You just have to be the one who plants and nurtures the tree.
So, let's put this all together. Let's boil this entire philosophy down into a final, supercharged action plan for you.
Here are the keys to the kingdom. First, you have to understand that wealth is a process, not an event. It's built through thousands of tiny choices, not one lottery win. Second, you have to actively stop your slow lane habits and swap them for producer habits. Third, treat your time like it's sacred, because it is. Fourth, build a system that gives you leverage so your impact isn't limited by your own 2 hands. And finally, and this is a big one, stop chasing money. Instead, focus on solving other people's problems, and you'll find that money will start chasing you.
And let's end on this thought. The Millionaire Fastlane is really so much more than just a financial strategy. It's a challenge to aim higher in life. It argues that playing it safe, following the herd, and just settling for good enough is actually the biggest risk you can take. The real tragedy isn't failing. It's never even daring to try to build something great in the first place. So the question the book leaves you with is, what road are you going to choose?